Hey guys, it's Ramon from Eclectic Emissary, and we are here in Albuquerque, New Mexico for one of the most famous events in the world, the Balloon Fiesta, man. So we're gonna give you all our top tips you need for surviving. And you know, there's a lot of confusing details and conflicting stuff out there. So this guide is definitely gonna help you because we are here for a few days and we experience it all, man. So I highly recommend checking this video out, noting some of these details, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so it's like 3 a.m. and we're here in Albuquerque. Why am I up so early? Because we're headed to the freaking Balloon Fiesta. Obviously, there's apparently crazy amounts of traffic. So if you even try to go like at like 5 or something, you're just gonna hit some crazy ass traffic. So we decided to leave super early. And now that we're here, it's super empty, man. The park opens at 4:30. So, I mean, if you want to come here, I think you should be here early, but 3 is probably a little bit early. All right, so it's like 4:30, 4:40, still dark outside, but definitely people are starting to come in. All the shops are set up. There's so much food, man, like your basic carnival food, but also New Mexican style dishes, which is super cool. And there's like souvenirs, amusement park rides. Like, I feel like later this is gonna be insane, man.
The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is the most photographed event in the world and considered one of the best festivals on the planet. It's held every October for about 9 days in Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta Park. And for next year, it'll be October 5th to October 13th in 2024. So make sure to save the date. Thanks to the great geological location of Albuquerque, it's one of the best places in the world for hot air ballooning. So if you're considering riding a hot air balloon, you should definitely do that. It might be expensive here, especially during the festival, but it's 100% worth it to see that backdrop of over 500 balloons during the Mass Ascension. The tradition began in 1972 with only 13 balloons and has expanded to an area of over 54 football fields capable of hosting hundreds of balloons at a time. The festival is extremely popular with tourists and receives almost 1 million visitors each year. On a typical day, you can expect about 80,000 people to fill Balloon Fiesta Park, so it can get a bit crowded. Like with any major festival, it is imperative that you prepare months and months in advance. Everything is expected to rise in price during this week, so we highly recommend booking your flights, your hotels, your cars, everything at least 7 to 8 months in advance to get the best prices and make sure there's still some availability. Tickets for the Balloon Fiesta are sold as individual sessions, so you can attend either the morning or night session, but keep in mind you have to buy a separate ticket for each of them, even if they're on the same day. While tickets can be purchased at the gate, I highly recommend buying them ahead of time in advance online so you can avoid the long lines. Tickets are only about $15 for general admission, but if you're lucky and buy them ahead of time, you can even find discount bundles online. There are also a variety of ticket options to consider, including the Park and Ride for $25, which provides ground transportation to Balloon Fiesta Park via a bus. There's also the Chasers Club for $65, which guarantees reserved open-air patio with catered food and access to bathrooms. Then there's also a little fancier of a ticket called the Gondola Club for $130, which provides shuttle service and access to the open-air patio with a gourmet buffet and some drinks. There are also other options like glamping or just regular camping or RVing that you can do, but they're a little bit pricey. I'll leave all of the intricate details on our travel blog of the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta, so be sure to check that out in the link in the description. The morning session begins from 4:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. So definitely expect to wake up early if you want to beat the traffic.
All right, so we're back in Balloon Fiesta Park and it's 4:30. This is a Friday and it's way more crowded. There's so many more people here. It's crazy. So I definitely recommend bringing some warm clothes because it is freezing, man. It's like 40 degrees. So if you guys can wear layers or a thick jacket, maybe bring a poncho or buy one here. Have some gloves, you know, because the mornings are super cold.
Most people recommend arriving at the park around 3 a.m. to avoid the long lines and the traffic, but I think as long as you're here between 3:30 and 4, you should get into the park with no problem.
All right, we're here on the field, man, getting ready for the flight, and I'm super excited, man. There's so many balloons. It's gonna be so cool, man. Let's go.
If you're interested in riding a hot air balloon, the Rainbow Riders is the top choice because they leave directly from the park. We did an entire video on our hot air balloon ride experience during the Mass Ascension sunrise event, so I highly recommend checking that video out. The morning session is really cool because you get to enjoy some amazing events like the Dawn Patrol and Mass Ascension. Plus, you get to go around souvenir shopping and tasting different foods from all the vendors.
Alright, so if you're trying to get to Balloon Fiesta, you got a few transportation options. One, you can Uber like us, but you would probably have to get it really early, and they're kind of expensive. I don't know, it's hit or miss. But that'll drop you off at gate 20. Or two, you can take the park and ride shuttles from various locations. This one leaves from Coronado Place. So this is maybe a little more accessible if you have a car, or you want to park here, or get an Uber here that's a little bit closer. You can take these buses and they'll take you right to the park. It's pretty convenient. So yeah, just make sure to book your ticket ahead of time if you want to do this. All right, so it's like 6:30 a.m. and yeah, Dawn Patrol actually started right behind us, so you see the balloons lighting up, but it is a freaking nightmare. We left at like 5:30. Do not do that. And it's a Saturday, especially that. I was thinking since every other day went so smoothly, we would have got lucky, but now we can't even freaking get into the park, so hopefully we get in there before Mass Ascension starts. Finally made it to the park, 7 a.m. on the dot, and this is when the balloons start launching, man. Mass Ascension. Over hundreds of balloons, 500 balloons launching all at the same time. It's freaking insane. It's quite a spectacle to see, man.
If you want to avoid early mornings, I highly recommend staying as close to the park as you can. So make sure to book hotels very far in advance so you can get at least in the vicinity of Balloon Fiesta Park. Transportation to Balloon Fiesta Park is probably the biggest obstacle while the event is going on, but there are a few options that you can choose between. If you want to rent a car, be sure to get that months and months in advance because they will definitely sell out or go for over $1,000 to $2,000 a day if you're last second trying to find a car. If you do drive, make sure to arrive super early for the morning sessions, probably around 2 or 3 if you want to beat the traffic, because it is horrendous. And keep in mind, you have to pay $20 to park in the parking lot. It's a good option if you want more freedom, but you're gonna have to definitely deal with traffic either way of getting in and out of the park. We actually ended up Ubering everywhere, and it was kind of a nightmare. The prices were really high. A lot of Ubers were canceling on us unless we scheduled it in advance. It was still possible to do. Luckily we woke up at 3 a.m. so we always got to the park in time, but definitely not without its headaches. So just keep all these options in mind. Also keep in mind that weekends can be extremely crowded, so I recommend going during the weekdays if possible. Be sure to check the updated schedule of events online because some events happen during either the morning session or night session, sometimes both, but you have to definitely check before you buy the ticket which session or which day seems like the best one for you to go to.
Alright, so we made it in time for the evening event. So you guys didn't know, the whole Balloon Fiesta is set up into 2 sections. You can either come for the morning event, which is like 4:30 to like 12, or you can come from the 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. and they have each different activities and lots of different things going on. So you definitely got to check out both on either day, you know. The mornings, obviously, there's a Mass Ascension, but the night they have the Glodio, fireworks, drone shows, tons of really cool stuff like that.
The night session begins at 3 p.m. and lasts until about 10 p.m. or so. There are a lot of spectacular glowing events during this time, and it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you want to see some drone shows, concerts, fireworks, balloon glows. There's really a lot of really cool stuff to do, so highly recommend checking out both sessions if you can, because they're totally worth it. Of course, like with any major festival, there's tons of headaches to deal with. There's enormous crowds, long lines, everything's super expensive. You'll have to wake up ridiculously early to get there. Traffic is horrendous. The transportation options are just plain out terrible. But even despite all these negatives, it's still a magical experience, and seeing the Mass Ascension during the sunrise is pretty unbeatable, man. Totally one of the best things I've ever seen. So you guys, let me know, is attending the Balloon Fiesta on your list of things to do? I highly recommend it if you guys never been to New Mexico. Anyway, while the Balloon Fiesta can be hectic at times, it is definitely an incredible experience and one of the best festivals in the world. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed taking this trip with us, and stay tuned for more adventures through New Mexico because we're just getting started. Anyway, peace out.